Hey YouTube people, hope you guys are doing great. Gonna restring my favorite guitar today. And you guys probably think my favorite guitar is the Gibson. And actually, I do love that Gibson a lot. But I hate to admit it, but I think my favorite guitar is this Telecaster here. I don't know why, man, it just fits my hands. And I can play it without thinking about it. So I think I'm catching up on the Gibson though. And of course my Strat. I like my Strat a lot. I've just had it too long, you know. I need to restring that one too. And maybe I should do something like put a new neck on there or something. Just make it a little more interesting. But I think that'd look real cool with a rosewood neck. But anyway, I am a totally lazy guitar player. So I love playing them. I hate working on them, which might sound strange. But here I go. I'm going to change the strings. All right, I got my stuff ready. Got a couple screwdrivers there. I am going to fool around with the intonation, which is probably a mistake because I'm not a luthier, but I'm going to try to get it perfect. Got a fresh packet of strings. I'm just using standard slinkies. You know, I've tried a lot of fancier brands, but I've just been playing Ernie balls for years, and I like the way they feel. Luckily, this one here is, you know, no locking tuner, nothing tricky. This is definitely the easiest one to fix, and you can adjust the intonation with a Phillips, which is like ridiculously simple, and I love that. I never take all the strings off at once because that's bad for the neck, so I always start with a thick string. Yeah, even if I don't get the intonation perfect, it's going to play way better. I hate to admit, I've had these strings on here for over a year, so they definitely need to go. So anyway, I slipped the string through the hole and in through the back. Like I said, this one's super easy to work on. My dog wants to help me change the strings. I don't know why he's always interested in what I do in here for some reason. Time to change the next string. Look how dark that string is, man. That's grimy. It definitely needs to come off. First one went on super quick. My dog is creating an issue. He just picked up one of the empty string things and is chewing it and acting kind of like a criminal. I'm glad there's no string in there. Carson, let me have it. Let me have it. You know, being kind of lazy, it is helpful to have another guitar right next to the guitar while you're restringing it. You can just go like this, kind of get an idea of where the string's at. Just got to come up. I don't really worry about getting it perfect at this point. Just want to get it in the neighborhood because the strings are going to have to stretch anyway, so it's nice to get all that dust off it too. Well, I'm halfway done, and that's one of the beauties about this guitar. It's just so quick and easy, which I love. My Strat, on the other hand, has a locking head or locking tuners. So I got to get out the Allen wrench and fool around with that. And I got to cut the strings exactly. They don't go through the guitar. It's not that big of a deal, but I don't know. I used to really like the locking head, and now I'm not really into it anymore. I don't know. I just kind of like it simple and easy. This is an American Strat that I bought from my first guitar teacher, so I value it, and it was kind of my gateway into the guitar. It's time for dinner, so I got to take a break from my restringing efforts. Maybe I'll get some of the junk out of here, and I will be back in about maybe 20 minutes or so. All right, I'm back from dinner, and I'm going to tell you what I'm really craving. I am craving an American Telecaster. I don't know why. The Telecaster just seems to fit me for some reason. It's this huge block of wood. It's kind of thick. Like if you look at the Strat, it's thinner. It's more aerodynamic. And probably technically a Strat might be a better guitar. I don't know. But I kind of like the Tele for some reason. It just fits me, you know. I can't explain it. So eventually, when I can afford it, maybe in 6 months, I'm going to get an American Telecaster. I'm going to keep my Mexican one. This one actually, I have a USA Strat and I have the Made in Mexico Telecaster. When I bought this thing, I won't say I was broke, but my money was really tight. I just couldn't stretch for the American. But you know what? I would take this on any stage anywhere. This thing is good. I mean, they make good guitars. It's still a Fender, sounds great, and I've had it since 2003, either 03 or 04, I'm not sure exact what year, and yeah, pretty sure actually 03, so that's, what, 17 years, still going strong, so that says it all. I have this biography of Keith Richards. Everyone knows he plays the Telecaster quite a bit. He also likes to play Gibsons as well. It's interesting, in this book, it shows him more. Well, I think that's a Telecaster right there. I think that, yep, that's a Telecaster for sure. He also likes black Gibsons as well. So, I'm a Keith Richards fan for sure. You know, and that's how I even became interested in Telecasters, was because of him. But there he is with what appears to be a black Gibson. Part of the problem with having all my music on the cloud is I can't find anything, because I also wanted to show you an Albert Collins CD. They call Albert Collins the master of the Telecaster. He's definitely one of them, that's for sure. But God only knows where my Albert Collins CD is. I'm too lazy to go out to the car right now, so I'm not seeing it. So Albert Collins, the Iceman, he's the master of the Telecaster, but I can't find it right now. So yeah, that's one of the problems with having all your music up on the cloud, is your CD rack becomes unorganized. Here's a cool one. I had to special order this, Paul Butterfield Blues Band. This is some really good stuff. First album, you know, you don't find this one at Walmart, you know. All right, only one string to go, so I'm making good progress here, and it's gonna feel like a new guitar when I'm done, which is gonna be cool. Well, I got the strings on now, and I know that they're stretching. Usually what I do is just do a lot of bends and kind of try to stretch them a little bit. Even out of tune, they feel better, so I know it's going to play better. My amp's got a built-in tuner that I usually use. Works pretty good. I got this other thing here called a snark, and that's probably the better way to do it, you know, because you can tune quietly when you're playing with people. I should use that more, but I don't. But that's a work in progress. Well, I'm getting closer. Just retuned it again, so let's see. Cool, I'm getting there. All right, here's the part I dread, and I probably won't film this, but getting the intonation right. And luckily, I just tested it, it's really close. So I won't have to make huge adjustments, but you want this to be an E, and then up here on the 12th fret. So to make sure the guitar is in tune with itself. And luckily on this bad boy, I can do it with a Phillips, which is great. On the Gibson, actually, it's a nightmare. These little saddles down here on the Gibson, there's not much room for movement. And I got one of them jammed up as far as it can go. Luckily, the intonation's okay. I'm definitely not a luthier. I need to learn how to make neck adjustments, but that might be some other time. Well, this is really satisfying. I got the intonation almost perfect on this thing. Sweet. All right, I think I've got it pretty darn close, which I'm pretty happy with. And here's a tone that I usually like on this guitar. So. cool, man. I can't wait to really play it. Now I'm just gonna let the strings sit and stretch, and it should be sounding pretty good. Not bad for an amateur. All right, testing it out. I think I got the intonation perfect, and I think I got my favorite guitar back here. Mistakes there, but this is definitely the guitar that I play the best. Now I'm gonna start playing it again.